They call it the Zenbook Pro 16X OLED, and in this video, let's unbox it. This is one of those computers that has an interesting little operation to it. It actually opens up and reveals a vent under the keyboard deck when you open the computer. And so that, I'm anticipating, will provide better ventilation for the i7 processor and RTX 3060. I believe that's an RTX 3060. That's in this laptop. I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these for quite a while. Comes with a, wow, that is a rather beefy carrying case. Look at that. I mean, that is like a full messenger bag. Or is it a backpack? Woo, dang. So mine came with a backpack. No promises that yours is going to come with a backpack, but that's pretty nice. See a little Asus logo there, a zipper pocket. Pretty cool. But again, no promises that yours will come with a backpack. Maybe do a little research on your item description when you're ordering. So this is definitely a laptop that I've been interested in getting, and I know a lot of you have been asking me to review this one. So here it is. Now, if you're curious about the full performance benchmarks of this laptop, that'll come out in my full review. So once I launch my full review, you can check that out. So definitely subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on that specific piece of content. Oh, this is a very interesting box. Look at that. It's got this like really neat triangular shape to it. Here we go. You guys ready? Big reveal. Ooh, nice design aesthetic. There it is. That is a very cool box. Not gonna lie. Not bad. Okay, that's a little heavier than I expected. So I'm gonna pull up the weight and thickness on the screen for you. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's so heavy, but you know, the Zenbooks are usually more of the thin and light ultra book, so that this thing is a little weighty kind of surprised me. So regarding the screen, it looks like we have a 100% DCI-P3 Pantone validated screen. We're running the Intel, up to i9 8 series. I'm not sure. I think this is the i7, but it says up to. Let's see what we got. It should say on the box. Where you at? Yep, we have the i7 12700H and 6 gigs of VRAM, as I thought and I mentioned earlier. Go ahead and pull this bad boy off here. Stick that there. What do we got in here? Let's see. Oh, cool. We have our power brick, our pen. This is a neat package. And dongle. Oh, cool. Dongle for Ethernet connection. And then our power cable. So total package here. That's all that we got going on. 200 watt charger brick right there. All right. The computer. Nice aluminum top cover. Aluminum bottom cover and side panels. Let's go ahead and check out the connectivity. We have our power adapter, USB Type A and 2 USB Type Cs. And on the other side panel, we have a full-size SD card reader. Thank you, Asus. We have our headphone jack and our HDMI connector. So as far as connectivity is concerned, this would be a great creator laptop. I love it has the SD card reader. I love it has 2 USB Type Cs. So it'd be great. And then also the HDMI. So it'd be great for, you know, an on-the-go laptop as well as like an at-home workstation, especially with that, you know, apparently it's going to open and ventilate. So it'll be great if you're using this thing constantly. Video editing, 3D modeling, you know, a lot of heavy Photoshop work, digital art, whatever it might be. Okay, let's check out how it's assembled really quick. Looking at the edges here, you can see it sits a little deeper into the side panel than I would necessarily prefer, but it's not anything of an aggressive, catchy edge. It just sits a little deeper there than, say, it would be up to my personal, extremely high standards of side panel bottom cover connectivity. All right, let's do a little tap test here. Oh, wow. No rattling noise. Sounds really good. Let's check out the top cover. So bottom cover and top cover tap test, fantastic. Let's go ahead now and open the lid here and watch the great reveal. There it is. There's the ergo lift on the keyboard. That's neat. I like that. Wow, that is a massive trackpad too. And you have a dial. Okay. Way more impressed in this laptop than I thought I would be. That is fantastic. So we have a trackpad, an ergo lift keyboard, and a dial. Dang, this is cool. And a stinking massive 16-inch screen. I did not expect to be so stoked about this laptop. And upward-facing speakers. Okay. I might have found one of my new favorite laptops. That keyboard is so nice, kind of angled towards you. You know, a lot of desktop PCs, you know, the keyboard is on the desk and then they have the little tabby feet that flip out. This one doesn't have it, dang it. And then it kind of angles it towards you and it's very comfortable as far as ergonomically. This trackpad is nice and large. I mean, it's fantastic. You're gonna have a fingerprint reader right there on the power button. Looks like right there I saw an RGB backlit keyboard. This thing is packed with features and functionality. I'm really excited to see how much it has. Like I said, the dial is here. Man, this is so neat. So for a while, my favorite laptop would be the Asus ProArt StudioBook Pro 16 OLED. A mouthful, but a great laptop. Now, this thing has so much functionality. We have our 16-inch screen, we have the ErgoLift keyboard, we have a large trackpad, and we have the dial. All fit very comfortably into this system. I mean, wow. I'm definitely gonna be spending a lot of time with this laptop. So the performance is gonna be the biggest thing that I'm saying, like, hey, is this gonna offer the punch that we're looking for with all of these features and functionality? All right, I don't wanna go on and on and on about it, but I definitely think this is a great laptop. This laptop just comes built with so much functionality. Now, it's one of those trackpads that is not an actual physical mechanical click. It's a vibration click, which is really neat. And there's a bunch of features built into the actual trackpad. So let me pull this off so you can see this real quick. So on the actual trackpad, you can reveal a calculator. Turn the brightness up, turn the brightness down, and then hide your calculator again. Really neat. And then here, of course, like I said, we have the dial, so you can turn the brightness up, turn the brightness down. But with this dial, while using Photoshop or Premiere Pro or Illustrator or DaVinci Resolve, you can set the dial up to say scroll through your timeline or zoom in or zoom out or make your brush size bigger or make it more opaque or make it more solid or make it more transparent. There's so many opportunities with this dial, so you can have your quick shortcuts. You can be working on your trackpad, turning your brush size up and down, or maybe you bring a mouse in, so you have, you know, your mouse, and then the keyboard. I haven't even tested out the keyboard yet. The keyboard has a quiet medium key press, a nice snap back, but it's a little softer snap than, say, maybe a more rigid gaming keyboard. So it feels very comfortable under your hands. I love the home, page up, page down, and end button, but what they did is they didn't take away the shift key. So they left us with a full-size shift key, which I'm very happy about. And then you have all of your arrow keys. Quickly jump into the My Asus Center, where I'm hoping we can change the fan modes. If we have access to the fan modes, I am going to be a happy camper, and yes, we do. So this is something that's very important to me, is being able to access these different fan modes, because that's going to allow us to get the most performance or the most efficiency out of this laptop. So as you can see, we have performance mode, standard mode, and whisper mode. So whisper mode is where we're going to get really improved battery life while we're on the go. And I'll test all the battery lives in my full review. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Again, you can subscribe for the full review coming later. All right, now before we just go on and on about how much I love this laptop, because I do, my only concern with this laptop, of course, would be that hinge. You know, the question is, how long will that last for? I don't know. I've never owned one of these, but it looks very strong, very rigid. We have an aluminum hinge here on both sides, so it looks like it is a well-built system. But, you know, longevity is something to be questioned. If you've owned one of these for a couple of years, let me know, comment below, because this actual design has been out for a few years. In the past, they've done a screen here. I think they've done one model with a keyboard, but it's been more of a screen. But I don't see any big concerns. It's not anything that folds out too far. It's good and it's rigid. It's connected to the screen. So when you push down on it, you're not pushing down on those two singular hinges. You're pushing down onto the screen and the hinges, so it distributes the pressure very evenly throughout the keyboard, screen, and those hinges. So it feels like a very sturdy system. Okay, like I said, without further ado, here's a quick sample of the webcam so you can see what that looks like, and then we're gonna go ahead and flip this thing over and check out the upgrade path on this laptop. This is the webcam on the Asus Zenbook Pro 16X OLED, and a little sample of the audio for you. Really nice looking webcam, clear. It is a 720p, but it does have a clean image coming out of it. Pull off the bottom cover to reveal the 96 watt-hour battery right here along the front of the keyboard deck, and then two big fans with the thermal management system underneath. And then right here you have an SSD that is swappable. You do not have an extra SSD place where you can add one, but you could swap this out for a larger SSD. So keep in mind that the upgrade path on this, you won't be able to upgrade the RAM, unfortunately. I wish you could. I don't think, yeah, that's not the RAM there. So all you have is an SSD upgrade for this system. So not a huge upgrade path. So if you want to purchase this laptop with the right amount of RAM, I recommend 16 gigs or more, especially for multitasking, especially for something like video editing, Photoshop. That extra RAM is going to be great. 16 would be my recommended minimum. 32 would be awesome if you can find this system. Now, if you're curious about the live pricing and availability, and also if this can come with 16 or 32 gigs of RAM, I put links in the description below. If you do make a purchase of those links, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. And that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. Overall, as you can tell during this review, I am stoked about this system. It has everything that I would want. It has the SD card slot. It has the dial. It has a very nice large vibration click trackpad. It has the keyboard that comes up for extra ventilation to keep the system cool. Hopefully. Haven't tested it yet, but I'm hoping it keeps it cool. It has an RTX 3060 and an i7-12700H. Fantastic CPU GPU combination for video editing and mid-tier 3D modeling. So this has everything that it needs. Oh, and a large 16:10 aspect ratio, 16-inch screen. So, I mean, it kills it for creative professionals. Also, 100% DCI-P3 certified. Gonna test that to make sure that's extra squeaky clean. So let me know below. What do you think? Comment, would you pick up this laptop? What are some concerns you might have with it? Links if ready to make a purchase, likes if this video has brought you some value, and subs if you don't want to miss out on the future uploads. I'll see you here in the next one.